Andre Patterson and AC. They won't be here today. Their mom and grandma passed away, so the funeral's today. So we'll be out here without those two guys. Looking forward to Denver. Man, there's an echo. Looking forward to Denver coming in here so that we can get some good look at some of these guys and some of the situations and things like that. And then, I thought the other day it was really good to get fans in the stadium again. It was nice. They got nice and loud for a small group of people. And we're looking forward to when we can get in there and get the whole place full. Questions?
Mike, what did you take away on Saturday from seeing some of the receivers, some of the younger guys get a chance to get those reps with Thielen, Jefferson out?
Yeah, I thought for the most part, I thought they all did a nice job. Obviously, there's some things that you'll have to work on, but Amar Smith-Marset did a nice job. He keeps improving every day. He's got to get better on special teams, though. I thought they all did a good job.
What are you looking for from Smith-Marset on special teams?
He's got a lot of work to do. Yeah, and these guys, it's important. The backup receivers, they got to play special teams. So, if he wants to make the team, it's part of his job description.
We haven't seen Anthony Barr out here, I think, Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, I'm just taking care of him.
Has he been around the building?
Oh, yeah. I told him not to come to the stadium the other day. Everything's good.
Mike, when it comes to special teams for some of those receivers, is that something that keeps someone like a Jefferson in the mix, considering what he did last year?
Yep. And he continues to work as a receiver, but his ticket to get on the club is special teams. So that's where you start finding the difficult decisions that you have to make. This guy might be a better receiver right now, but this guy can help us more.
Will that be particularly important when you have preseason games when you can actually see them? Somebody is a punt punter or something, and stuff that we haven't been able to necessarily see out here as much with the return specialists and all that.
Well, we're starting to see a lot more of it. We did some Saturday? We did some last week. We'll do some today. We'll do a couple days with Denver and then the games, yeah.
Right, with Justin Jefferson, do you have a timeline of when you'd expect him to be back?
It's not a tweak. I'll just tell you that. He'll be back pretty quick.
And can you confirm it's an EC joint sprain? I think that's what it was.
I'm not going to confirm anything.
You signed a guy today, Warren Jackson. What can you say about him? And is it good, I guess, to get a little more depth for practice with receivers banged up?
I didn't have anything to do with that, so I wouldn't know, and I haven't seen him do anything.
Like, just how do you feel like Michael Pierce is coming along? It seems like he's getting a few more reps each day.
Yeah, he's been getting better all the time as far as where he's at. We're starting to increase his workload a little bit more each day. He's been feeling good. He's doing a good job. Him and Watts are both doing a good job, and James Lynch is doing a good job at nose. So all three of those guys have been very solid.
Now that you've actually seen Pierce in person, what stands out? Now that you've seen Pierce in person finally last week.
Well, he's a big, powerful man that does a great job and not letting the center get off. He's good at pushing the pocket. I think he showed some really good quickness on one of the rushes the other day. So I know that Andre is very excited about him.
What kind of benefits that gives someone like Garrett Bradbury, knowing that he's going to have Akeem Hicks and those type of guys that he'll be going up against, and he gets to Pierce practice against in practice?
Yeah, well, it's a good battle. Garrett's gonna have to face some bigger guys, and not too much bigger than 350 or whatever he is.
How do you size up the competition for the third linebacker spot? I know we've got Nick Bridge, we'll talk to this in a few minutes.
Well, Nick's done a nice job. The other guys got to pick it up. All the other linebackers need to pick it up on special teams and really on defense too. there's a bunch of guys in there that need to get going.
At the end of this week, you're going to be playing a football game. Does that kind of, it has been like that in preseason since 2019. Does that kind of get you excited for Saturday?
Yeah, I think it'll be really fun. You know, it'd be good to get back to as close to normal football as we can. You know, the one thing about, you know, when you practice against them for a couple of days, you kind of, most teams kind of know. So I'm not exactly sure how much I'm going to play guys just because of, you know, I'm trying to decide after how much work we get in against Denver. So, you know, I know there's some guys that probably don't need a lot of work, and we'll get good work against them when we practice.
Yeah, Mike, with 3 preseason games now, how do you adjust the playing time? Do you still treat the third one like you would normally treat the third one?
Yeah, I don't know. I've thought about it a lot. I think it really depends on where we're at with, you know, where we feel like we're at. You know, like I was talking to Harrison Smith about it some the other day about, you know, trying to get some tackling in and things like that. So, you know, I do know that these guys, you know, they need to get a little bit of action where they're getting ready to go and, you know, going against other people, because you go against the same guys every day and, you know, you kind of get to know them. So I anticipate that we'll play, you know, the second game a pretty good amount, and then we'll see where we're at for the third game.
Does having the joint practice with Denver kind of help in a year now that you have 3 preseason games? It gives you those extra time against other rivals?
Well, I think it does 2 things. I think you can kind of treat it that way a little bit like a preseason game, but it also lets you get some of the older veteran guys in a more controlled situation where you know, you're not tackling and taking guys to the ground and things like that. So you have an opportunity to evaluate those guys without really putting in a lot of injury risk.
With all the familiarity with Broncos, it kind of goes both ways. Does that change any of the dynamic when you have 2 days of practice with them? Or just
Change the dynamic as far as what?
just familiarity with schemes? You know, there's a lot of people on both sides who've been associated with the other team.
No, we're just trying to get work done, really. You know, obviously they want to do good, we want to do good, you know. But other than that, it's just stuff. And, you know, so when I talked to Vic Fangio and Pat Shermer, and I talked to those guys, you know, I said, you know, what kind of stuff do you want to get done? You know, do you want to change anything? And they said, what if we did this? And I said, fine, that's, you know, we don't care. We just want to get good work. And so they're doing a few things that we like to do, and we're going to do a few things that they like to do.
Mike, what kind of progress have you seen from the 2 rookie pass rushers, Patrick Jones, Janarius Robinson?
Yeah, they're similar type of rushers, but you know, Janarius is very long and he can be very athletic. You know, he's processing a little bit right now, so you know, the more reps he can get and the more just cut it loose, I think will help him. And then with Pat, you know, we're trying to do a lot of things with him, but he's got good physicality. He's showed up on special teams some, so that's been a good thing. And then, you know, it's the same thing with him. He's really wants to do everything perfect right now, and I think eventually when he starts getting a little more comfortable, he can cut it loose. But those guys are doing a good job.
Time for 2 more?
Touch a little bit on the preseason games. I mean, was that good as you would, or you can just that 4th game where you can look at guys and
Well, I do know that, you know, a lot of times in the 4th preseason game we had some bubble guys that made the team because of how they performed in that game. So, you know, that's the other part of the 3rd game is, you know, how much do we get against, you know, and part of it is with, okay, so he's going against a 3rd team guy and it's our 3rd team guy. Well, you want to kind of get him in there against, you know, a 2nd team guy or 1st team guy so you can see what he can do against a little better personnel, and same with the other team. So that's why we try to rotate him a little bit early in the game so we can kind of, you know, evaluate those things. But that's why this practice will be good. But yeah, it's takes away from some of the opportunities that we have. This is a great setup, Bob. Where's Harper when you need him?
So yes, you just have